Indri Trini single malt from India. Is this the best Indian single malt out on the market right now?
We're about to find out.
We'll let you know.
Welcome back to Exploring Whiskey. This episode, we are going to sample, I don't know what number this is, of whiskeys from India.
I don't know the answer to that either. Probably like 2, 3, 4, somewhere in that.
There's been a couple.
It's like handfulish. It's like on a single hand. So this is the Indri Trini. I'm not sure.
Trini.
3-wood single malt. Relatively new. The Indri is probably, they started to kind of come out in 2022. I don't think they really made it into the States until 2023. The Trini is all in relation to 3 woods. So it's finished in ex-bourbon, ex-French wine, and ex-Pedro Ximénez sherry cask. So that's the Trini part of this. And the 3 woods. Long history. This company, Piccadily. Piccadily. There you go. Yeah. So Piccadily, pretty long history of that company. They've done a whole bunch of different things throughout the years. They started. They've owned restaurants called the Piccadily, and then at one point they bought a sugar mill, and that's when they started. That's when they got their license to distill alcohol. So that's honestly more of the distilled spirits in India tend to be sugar, molassesy base. Exactly. So but they'll call it, I think they used to call it India. Now they kind of have some more rules where it actually used to call it whiskey. I think they used to call that whiskey even though it was sugar based.
Yeah.
But now they kind of follow the international rules of what whiskey is. And this is the very first release from the Indri.
I like the color.
Pretty dark. I think that sherry cask has, I think, had some impact. Or sherry and French wine, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely get the grape skin.
We got 92 proof.
Grape skin, kind of like buttery.
Creamy-ish?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Don't mind that at all. It is single malt. It is all barley grown locally. That's a little Highland Scotchy on the nose. That like a sherry cask finished, sweeter, not a lot of smoke. Not anything.
No, honey sweetness on the. I took a very, very small honey sweet, but there's something else behind it.
There's a little bit of a smoke note. Like it's not. Man, that is really sweet. But then it does open up into a smoky note. But it's like such a light, sweet smoke that I can't even place that exactly. That's really nice. For a first go, that's a really nice release. All these names all lend back to Sanskrit history. So that Trini means 3 wood. And then the Indri is a reference to the 5 senses.
Smell, taste, touch, sight, and sound.
Yeah. The joke is, pick up your glass real quick. How do you get sound out of whiskey? That's how you get sound out of whiskey. That was on their website.
So reading the back of the tube on the palate, now it kind of makes sense. They're saying hints of burnt pineapple and raisins.
I get more of the raisin pineapple. That's interesting.
Like after you've already chewed a piece of pineapple, your tongue, like your mouth kind of has that, kind of like a film.
I could go there.
When you said the smoke, I got the smokiness, but
yeah,
there's something
like
else behind it. But now reading that, I mean, it could be complete power of suggestion, but I feel
citrus and raisins, burnt pineapple, specifically. So charred pineapple. I could get into that ballpark. It's not quite right in my brain, but I get where they're going with that. Really nice. The proof is there, but it's not overwhelming.
I want to say this one with water. I think it may be a little better.
You think this is going to open up? Okay. Open up more sweetness, or?
I just think it's going to make it better.
Just better.
Just better. It's not bad by any means.
I think it's pretty solid. I'm actually pretty impressed.
Stronger on the The nose is more.
I think I saw it advertised in Whiskey Advocate, and then just never pulled the trigger until recently. That does not bother me at all.
Mm-mm.
That's really nice on the nose. Sweet notes, fruit notes, stone fruits.
Ooh, even sweeter.
But the palate is, well, okay, well, all right. I haven't taken the sip of the palate with water. That's more fruity.
I like it better.
That's way more fruity. Still got a little bit of that char, burnt note, like, especially on the sides, but that's a lot of sweet. That's very sweet. I don't have a complaint. Like, there's nothing, again, if this is their very first release, there's a reason why they probably have, all those.
That's what, 8 awards?
7?
It's close. 7.
7 awards? Yeah. Scored a 94.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I kind of get it. That's really solid blending. That's really solid distilling ability. Like everything came out really nice. And then to figure out how to take those 3 different types of wood, blend them all together to come up to that, it's nice. And if you think about there's only 2 other ones, I think, really, that come out of India. So there's the Emirate.
Yeah.
And I can never, it's either Paul John or John Paul. I don't remember which way that goes. I think it's Paul John. I'm going to stick with Paul John.
The Emirate was good. We've had a couple of those.
Yeah, the Emirates are very nice. Those tended to be a little more there was a little bit more of the smoky, earthy note that came through on those. This plays a little bit more Highland, sweet, almost Speyside-y.
Yeah.
Like it's close to a Speyside-y type. It's different, but similar.
Burnt pineapple gives you that smoke.
Yeah. Very enjoyable. 60-ish bucks for the bottle. Can't beat that. So now I'm interested to see what else do they have up their sleeves.
Yeah.
Of higher proof, an age thing. They have the same issue as Texas. It gets really hot in India.
Yeah.
Depending on exactly where they're located, but it can get really hot. I know they were talking about when they grow the barley, they figured out how to grow the barley actually taking advantage of the monsoon seasons.
I read that.
And I was just like, I don't even know how you take advantage of the monsoon seasons. The only good part that they have is the fact that they can use used barrels.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not using brand new barrels and dealing with the same level of heat like Texas is. So, which Texas single malts tend to be where I prefer. Well, they've done that much better than they've done their bourbons and ryes.
We went to, those I feel like were the ones that we liked.
Yeah, their single malts were really solid. Congrats on your maiden voyage because you killed it. You killed it.
Yeah, very solid. Anxious to see what's next.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, keep an eye out for this guy.
Hopefully, makes it over here.
Yeah, hopefully.
First one for the Indri.
Yeah.
Heck of a job on that. Sweet, smoky, all in one.
Yeah, it checks a lot of boxes.
Yeah, it's such an easy drinker.
Yeah, it really is. And 92 is like a pretty solid proof for
I could see
international whiskey.
2 or 3 guys sitting down could probably...
Very crushable.
Very, very, very crushable. So again, knocked it out of the park on the first go round. Anxious to see
what's next. Yeah, baby.
So, well, we hope you enjoyed the review of the Indri Trini 3-wood single malt. Don't know what the distribution's like. Obviously, we can get it here in the Nashville area. If you're here local, it's worth the splurge.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm guessing if it's made it to Nashville, it's probably in most of the U.S.
But I mean, for a lot, I would say I don't know too many people that are even talk about Indian whiskeys.
No.
So, but if you come across it, it's worth the $60.
Yeah, give it a shot
for sure.
Yeah, it's not bourbon. If you like Scotch, like it's more plays in that world than it does bourbon world. So.
But we would love to support a channel. Encourage you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
Hey, and right here we'll link up the Emirate reviews that we've done and kind of see the comparison between the two.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thanks for watching.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.